Good morning. It's Donna here at Boldness Blooming. I hope you can hear me over the bus sounds and car sounds. Today I want to talk about empowerment through compassion. So what I've discovered in my own journey is that empowerment needs to really come from a place of a love for ourselves and a caring for our feelings, not from trying to should ourselves into doing things. And I remember when I was in a situation with my ex-husband, and I was really suffering and in a place of shame and blame and complain. And I went to this so-called healer, Reiki master, and he, sort of was trying to so-called empower me by saying, yeah, well, you should just leave this guy and get a few jobs and he's not a good for you or something like that. And of course, I already knew these things, and I knew that it wasn't working, and I knew that I was wanting to leave, but that was not addressing all of the underlying emotions that were keeping me stuck in that situation. There's so many things that can be going on beneath the surface. There can be fear, there can be shame, helplessness, a lot of pain going on. So anyway, what I've really discovered for myself is, this morning I realized that I had slipped a little bit into a place where I was feeling that shame and that helplessness. And I think, that I was, I'm just going to move over here and try to finish my video. So, I think I realized, and it was hard to realize that. I knew that I was having some uncomfortable, painful feelings. I knew that I was in suffering at some times in this situation, but I couldn't quite put my finger on what was going on. It felt kind of sad, kind of frustrating, but what was really going on under the surface was this shame and this feeling of helplessness. And once I was able to validate those feelings and feel compassion for myself for those feelings, for having that suffering, it shifts everything. So I think this validating feelings and self-compassion is really the way for true and deep transformation. So by feeling, I'm feeling helpless there. I'm feeling so frustrated when that happens. I'm feeling so ashamed and so not enough when this is going on. And then it's like, oh my goodness, right? Then I start to feel my power come back. Then I start to feel it going, okay, I have some choices here, right? I have some choices as to what I want to do. And the very wise saying from Al-Anon came back to me, and it was, probably you've heard it, and I've probably mentioned it before, but God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, give me the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And this can be a tricky part too. When do I realize what can I accept and what can I change? So, what else was I gonna say today? Rainy day here in Vancouver. That's definitely something I can't change, but I have chosen to upgrade my rain gear, and that was kind of, I think, kind of a symbolic way of really showing myself that I wanted to really protect and care for myself in a very basic way to get a Gore-Tex jacket and some rain pants and feel comfortable and safe. And I think that's kind of what empowerment is kind of about too, is speaking up for ourselves, making choices so that we can feel good, and knowing that when we're not attached to that shame feeling or to that fear, then everything changes and we realize, oh, I am enough. And I can be in situations where I feel that I'm enough. Thank you.